Last time we were in Rome, now we're in Texas, talking about this fantastic movie.
It's amazing. Amazing to be here in Texas and do this.
Is it really the end, though?
It's called The Final Reckoning, man.
Okay, but Tom,
It's the end of what? I mean, there's a lot of other films. I just did the Alejandro Iñárritu film. McHugh and I have so many movies we're working on. Right, McHugh? Yes. Literally, there's 8 films that we're working on right now and prepping and getting ready.
Because I have a theory, and hear me out on this one. There has to be one more because Ethan Hunt goes to...
No.
Goes to space.
No. Don't give anything away. Let the audience see it.
No, I didn't say anything about this movie.
No.
Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers.
No. You're going to see the film. I can't wait for you to see it. And hopefully on the biggest screen possible.
Do you get afraid?
No.
Okay, I'm moving.
Do I get afraid?
Do you get afraid like you were on a plane wing?
Do I get afraid?
Yeah, do you get afraid? I mean, come on.
I mean, do I get really terrified?
Yes.
Yes, sometimes. Sometimes you feel that, but it doesn't bother me, and it's something that the way that I prepare for things, I'm very methodical, and, I'd like to kind of crawl before I walk before I jog before I run before I sprint. I kind of work on gradients on things. Honestly, it's like I've just never been afraid to be afraid. It's not something that makes me not want to do something. If anything, I know the fear comes from an unknowingness, so I'm reaching for a knowingness with things. So anything that I'm taking on, and it's just producing these movies is going to be daunting. They're the most fun to produce. They're the most complex. There's so many moving pieces. Plus I'm doing and developing all the stunts. I'm working with McHugh. We're working on story and character. Training and supporting the actors. Making movies it's amazing. I mean, the amount of things that I learn every single day. There's just constantly, there's not a day that I'm not studying something, I'm not learning something about people, about myself. It's very exciting, very dynamic.
You're a pro, dude. That's why.
Man, thank you
Good to
so
see you,
much,
homie.
man.
You need to keep making these because last time we were in Rome, you'll remember. Now we're in London. I've never been to Madrid. I'm dropping that hint. Thank you, Simon, for laughing.
I've never been to Madrid either. I'd love to go.
See, Tom,
It's a
talking
reason
to you.
travel.
As a kid, even now, going to the movies during the summer, it's special. What is it like to actually work on a movie like this?
I mean, it's incredible. It's an incredible experience to get to work with Christopher McQuarrie, Tom Cruise, and all of these beautiful people.
Well, when I see you all on screen, I'm like, I've known you all for many years. We've talked to the projects, and I'm just like so proud. Like, honestly, it's cool. When you get the call to come back to a film like this, you've just got to be, just as a fan even, it's got to be special.
It's a delight because I've been playing Benji for 20 years, and it's always an opportunity to grow the character a little bit more. I've been very lucky to grow Benji from Mission 3 to Final Reckoning in 6 different films, and the change that he's undergone has been really gradual and very believable, and yet if you look at Benji in 3 and Benji now, they're so different, But I feel like the journey between that justifies the change.
You've obviously done Tom Cruise movies before. That's where we met, actually.
That's where we met,
Yeah. What is it like to work with a cast like this, watching Tom in a different role, honestly, than you'd like Top Gun?
Yeah.
To do like a movie like Mission.
I'm working with, unique individuals from all different, parts of the world, which is incredible, from France and from England. And I've learned so much. I think I've grown so much as a young man working on these films, because we also spend so much time traveling the world together. And them being veterans, I was really able to pick their brains and get that advice from them, which has been incredible. It was a whole different experience for me from Top Gun in this, but I love this so much.
And I want to point out, you all look amazing. I've seen you've been everywhere. South Korea.
Yeah,
Japan.
Japan,
Yep.
too. Mm-hmm.
I just crossed my town and in Houston, and I'm exhausted. But you all, how do you hold up? I mean, it's. I know it's your job. I get all that, but
It's the fans. That's what keeps us going. Like, we genuinely look forward, one, to dressing up, because that's fun. I mean, these two dress up amazingly. But it's also, the reception that we get from, putting our all into these movies, and the love that we get. It's like, it gets you motivated. That's why we don't get tired.
Right on.
That's why we don't get
He
tired.
always says that. That's why.
It energizes us, It's kind of this has been 5 years of our life, if you include Dead Reckoning into the mix, and to be here now, having completed that, challenging. It was a mission impossible to get these films made.
Yeah.
We had the pandemic, the actors' strike, various other things that you invariably come up against when you make a movie. And now here we are at the end, and it just feels
Is
so
it
good.
really? I just said we're going to Madrid. Come on now.
You didn't say on Mission Impossible.
Let's
Right.
pitch it.
We're actually.
Speaking of Mission
we
Impossible.
all have a movie coming out together soon outside of Mission, so we'll go to Madrid for that.
Please,
That's what
watch
we'll
Will
do.
I Be the Black? I told you. Speak it into existence. Okay, when you hear the theme, dun 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 dun. I'm getting chills. I'm not even in
I
it.
know,
I'm just in
same.
the audience. What do you feel?
I mean, goosebumps too. And like sometimes, like right before a take, an action take, I would like hum the theme song to myself just to remind me that, oh my God, this is happening. People are going to see it in theaters, and it's exceptional what we're shooting, you know?
I'm so happy you said that.
What was
Same
our thing?
Yeah.
Pom, pom, pom.
Yes,
pom,
they would
pom.
sing
Yeah.
that with prom.
Pom,
Let me
pom.
tell you what I would do if I was in it. I would find on eBay an old school boombox, and I would walk everywhere down the
Playing
street.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what I do. When you hear the theme,
Oh, I mean, I knew that theme. The theme is so iconic, and was really even before the first film. The TV series was very popular. That's Lalo Schifrin. He's an incredible composer. It was such a thrill to hear that theme tune the first time I saw Mission 1, because it's like, wow, this is Mission Impossible. This is very famous. Now, 30 years later, it is so prevalent around the world. Everybody knows this tune. I
Talk
sing
about the
it.
Morse.
Oh yeah, we found out that the dun 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 is Morse code for MI dash dash.
Isn't
dot,
it
dot.
amazing?
It's great.
what a way to end it.
Layla
Yeah.
Schifrin.
What a way to end it. Y'all, I consider friends. Love you each and all individually. My dude. Peace. Great job.
Yes.
Good to see you again.
Thank you. You too.
Congratulations, you're now the president, which is awesome in this series.
Yeah.
Oop, even the presidential wave, I like that. Tell me about the excitement about being a part of, it's everywhere, worldwide.
Yeah.
You know that. I mean, there are
Yes.
fans
Yes.
everywhere. You all have
Everywhere.
been nonstop, but the excitement
In
of being a-
places you've never been.
and I said,
they
you
get
need to make
see
another
you.
one because I've never been to Madrid because last time we were in Rome and now we're in London and see, I'm just throwing it out there. But tell me about the excitement.
It is just the crew is amazing and they've been at it together. It's just a big, huge moving family. But at the head of that family, we have Tom, we have McHugh, and they get you pumped. They get you ready. They get you going.
As an actress, when you get a script like this or any script, I'm watching the movie, I'm like, I would love to like just go to the end and see how it ends. Even though I know you have to learn lines and things like that, but I would you know what I'm saying? Just like scroll ahead, like, hey, what happens? Do you ever do that?
No.
Really?
No, I like to take my time, and I don't like anyone to tell me. I don't mind people telling me how a movie ends,
Right.
the movie that's in the theater. You can tell me the story. But it's interesting that when I'm reading a script, I don't want to be told what it's about and who the character is. I like to discover that in the reading. Bit by bit. That's interesting. But I don't mind if you can't spoil a movie for me.
Does
Because it's always more than probably how you describe it.
I don't watch trailers.
I think. You don't?
going into projects,
See, look
I
at
didn't.
there.
This one was harder because I watch a lot of sports
Yes.
to avoid, and like it'll pop up. This one's everywhere, as I said.
You're like-
but I've been great, And again, we're in London, and I saw it last night, and I like to go in cold, like just experience as a fan. Man,
That's how I am when I'm reading a script. But yeah, I want to go in cold. I want it to wash over me. I want to feel what impressions I get, how I feel about it, because that determines if it's something that I want to do or not. When they
Right.
ask you, how do you know when you're reading script, what attracts you? That's how I know the feeling that I get. And I would be just the information from someone else. How they tell you.
Yeah.
They may make an impression and I can't get that, out of my mind. I just want it to wash over me.
well, you've made some really good decisions over the years,
Hey.
and something I've never asked you before. It's okay. It's a fun one, and I want to ask you today because I'm a massive fan of your work, and I just love watching you on the
Thank you.
screen.
Thank
What is it about acting that you absolutely love?
No day is the same. No day is the same. And you just get an opportunity to make family and community over and over and over again, And the gifts that everyone brings to the table, I have a great appreciation for.
What a great answer. Bonus, I get to ask you one last one. When you hear the theme, dun, 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 dun. Ooh, I like that. We're doing it together. I'm dancing. This is, I'll put on my resume. When you hear the theme, I'm getting chills. I'm not even in the movie. I'm just watching the audience. What do you feel?
Oh, I mean, such joy. You're like bubbles up, just fun, excitement, edge of your seat, thrill, get ready. You have no idea.
That's how we're going to end it. I absolutely adore talking to you. Thank you so much for your time today. Here we are again.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Is there a point that we should worry about the stunt work that Tom Cruise does? It's a joke.
I think we've learnt by now that there's nothing he's not going to try and succeed at. So I'm pretty confident he's going to be fine.
Physicality of doing a role like this. We talked the last one, but I didn't ask you about that. How much more physical was this than you thought it would be?
I felt that this movie is the accumulation of all the missions that have gone before in terms of ambition. So to shoot in the Arctic Circle and to watch this, this sequence here and Tom's underwater, it feels like an epic adventure. He's always trying to better himself. He's always trying to push something. So he's learning from what's gone before and has a bigger mountain to climb.
But as far as like your physicality and what you go through, because it's very physical. And actually, it's also very emotional. I know you're a pro.
Yeah.
But even the physicality, as far as like even the expressions on your face.
Yeah.
Again, you're a professional actress and you do a great job with that. But it is a huge film. So do you feel that? And I guess as a bonus, the adrenaline that comes with doing a film like this.
Yeah, I think that really the only thing you can do as an actor is serve the present moment that you find yourself in and what the scene requires. I'm not playing the whole film. I'm not playing the pressure of being in a Tom Cruise film. I'm playing Grace in that moment and what's asked of her and what's needed for the scene to work. And so I think, it's 5 years in, and so we're always just trying to find interesting things to bring to the screen that really connect with the audience. And like you said, in this particular movie, it's so emotional. So we care more about the stunts because of how high the stakes are for the team, and therefore how much you feel as an audience member that you want them to be okay.
Would you be a good spy? I would be horrible.
I would be bad. I'm a terrible liar. I feel very uncomfortable lying. I'm terrible at it. So I wouldn't be a good spy, I don't think.
I'm just loud, and that's why. Although some people have told me when I've asked that question, we're like, Dave, actually, that's pretty good because they wouldn't suspect you.
Yeah, bluffing.
Really?
There you go. Maybe I think it's exactly. Maybe that could actually work in your favor.
I didn't ask this question last round, so I'm going to ask this time. When you hear the theme, dun 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 dun, I love the smile. What do you feel? Like I get chills. I'm not even in the movie. I'm just in the audience. But it's such an iconic theme. If I were working on this movie, I think every day I would get up and just play it like Rocky to get going. But when you hear the theme, tell me what your reaction is.
I just feel like I can just picture Tom running. He runs with every cell in his body, and it doesn't feel like it's just a fit man running fast. You feel the emotion behind it. It's what makes him such a movie star, is you're really connecting to whatever it is he's doing. So. Yeah.
But even for you, I mean, it's a summer blockbuster. Everybody's excited, including myself, about this movie. It's great. I saw it last night. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But you're a big part of this.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel very, very proud of it. Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Always great to see you. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Only on the Backstage Experience.